Peachy ASMR. So, are you ready to put on the sorting hat finally and get sorted into your house, which will be your family?
Well, if you're sure, better be.
Hello, it's Peachy. Today, I will become Hermione Granger and take you on a virtual tour across Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. I have my cloak ready, my shirt ready, and also my frizzy hair naturally ready. So, let's go to Hogwarts. Oh, stop talking to me. I'm reading my book. Oh, it's our new first years. Welcome to Hogwarts. I was just reading my favourite book, A History of Magic by Bathilda Bagshot. My name is Hermione Granger. I'm a second-year student at Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. My best friends are Harry Potter and Ron Weasley. Now, of course, if you've read as many books as I have, you'll know all about Harry Potter. Not really Ron Weasley. I actually didn't really get along with him because he was saying something like sunshines, daisies, butter, mellow, turn the stupid fat rat yellow, which is not a real spell, is it? I also told him that he's got dirt on his nose. I don't think he really liked it. But really, what happened was that there was a troll that came into the castle. Not that you'll ever meet a troll. I'm not trying to say this to scare you, of course. But we became best friends after that. Don't mind the smoke over here. I'm just making my potions because I have to study everything before the new year starts. Now, did you enjoy your ride from the Hogwarts Express? The boats, they were a bit slimy, weren't they? To get on the boats, go through the lake, go through the tunnel. It must have been a bit scary, wasn't it? Oh, but wait. Did you bring all of your spell books? Let me check all that you have to bring for your first year. Do you have your 3 sets of plain work robes? They have to be black though. I'm wearing mine, and you just really need several pairs. You need a plain pointed hat, so hopefully you have that as well. Do you have your protective gloves? You'll need it for your potions class. If you don't, Professor Snape will never allow you to even listen to his class because he's very scary and he's so strict and he doesn't like Gryffindors. And one time he called me an insufferable know-it-all. Now, it seems like a lot of you are either thirsty or hungry. Now, let me teach a spell for you that will help you replenish your water. It's going to be Aguamenti. That's good, isn't it? And of course, if you're wearing glasses and your eyes are getting tired by now, the spell would be Oculus Reparo. It's so much better, isn't it? I learned all of my spells by looking at the Standard Book of Spells, Chapter 1. One of my personal favourites is Alohomora. I used this spell last year when Harry, Ron and I were running down the forbidden corridor. Okay, fine. Enough about spells, you say? You want to know more about the food at Hogwarts? Oh, you're exactly like Ronald Weasley. The only thing he does well is eating. Now the food itself is going to be so various. So let me read out to you what's at Hogwarts. A typical entrance feast will consist of roast beef, roast chicken, pork chops and lamb chops, sausages, bacon and steak, boiled potatoes, roast potatoes, chips, Yorkshire pudding, peas, carrots, gravy, ketchup, and for some strange reason, mint humbugs. Now dessert is superb at Hogwarts. Let me read out to you what's on the dessert menu at Hogwarts. There's going to be apple pie, treacle tart, and that's Harry's favourite dessert, by the way. Chocolate eclairs, jam donuts, trifle, strawberries, jelly and rice pudding. Harry loves treacle tart. I think Ron likes everything, but that's just about the food. And do you know who makes the food at Hogwarts? I personally think it's completely slave labour. It's the house elves. They live beneath the entrance hall at Hogwarts, and they make all the food, and when the time comes that everyone has to be fed, that food is transported upstairs. It's so barbaric. It's like wizarding chess. It is absolutely inhumane. It is against elf rights, which is why I firmly believe that all of those elves should be liberated. No one should work just because someone tells them to work and make the food. So I might be making an organisation soon that will really advocate for elf rights. Now, did you bring your pet? I actually don't have a pet yet, but Harry does have an owl. Ron has an owl called Errol, which is actually a family owl, and he doesn't really have a good memory. He's actually over here. Oh wait, I just got the Daily Prophet, and there's some really alarming news. Let me read it to you. Gringotts break-in latest. Investigations continue into the break-in at Gringotts on the 31st of July, widely believed to be the work of dark wizards or witches unknown. Gringotts goblins today insisted that nothing has been taken. The vault that was searched had been in fact emptied the same day. But we're not telling you what was in there, so keep your noses out if you know what's good for you, said a Gringotts spokesgoblin this afternoon. This is so alarming. If there's one place that you should never steal, the first place would be Hogwarts. The second place would be Gringotts. Now, of course, in Hogwarts, we have the greatest headmaster who will help safeguard any treasure, any student. And it's the same with Gringotts. Make sure you never cross against a goblin. They're not exactly the friendliest, fluffiest puppies near you. So let me look through my history book to talk more about what you want to know about Hogwarts. Moving on to the classes that you'll be taking at Hogwarts, there's so many classes that are super interesting. For example, you'll have to study the night skies every Wednesday. It's astronomy and it's so fascinating. You will look at the stars and their movements and how they impact our lives. And also 3 times a week, you will take herbology in the greenhouses outside the castle. The professor is called Madame Sprout, and she is really nice, but she really loves Neville. Now, there's also going to be potions with Professor Snape. It's dark. If you're not a Slytherin, he will probably not like you. Now, Professor Flitwick will be teaching charms to you. He really applauded me for doing the levitation spell the first and the most correctly in our first year. Ron kept swishing his wand in a way that I said, "Stop, stop. You're going to poke someone's eye out." And then he said, "You do it then, if you are so good." So I said, "You're even saying it wrong, Ronald. It's Leviosa, not Leviosa. So you say it Wingardium Leviosa." And I was able to levitate it. Now, transfiguration is taught by Professor McGonagall. She can turn into a cat. We call them an animagus, those people who can change into animals. They say it's one of the most complex skill sets that one needs to really strive to achieve. Not that I particularly want to be an animal. I don't think you can read books if you become an animal. Would you also like to know about how it is to spend Christmas at Hogwarts? Let me read how it feels to be at Hogwarts during Christmas. Christmas was coming one morning in mid-December. Hogwarts woke to find itself covered in several feet of snow. The lake froze solid, and the Weasley twins were punished for bewitching several snowballs, so that they followed a professor around and he had to dodge those snowballs. Christmas is so beautiful at Hogwarts. Hagrid will bring a huge tree from outside, actually several trees, put them in the Great Hall so that we can all really immerse ourselves in the Christmas vibe. Now, the Christmas trees have actual fairies who are in the trees. They are so pretty. Now, what else happens at Hogwarts during Christmas? I actually don't know. I went to visit my family last year during Christmas. I think I'm getting a bit thirsty by talking to you all the time, so I'm going to go get some butterbeer. Do you know what butterbeer is? It's sold at the Three Broomsticks at Hogsmeade. It's one of the most amazing drinks in the wizarding world. It's extremely warm, it's so sweet, and it really just fills you up from the inside. So let me go get some butterbeer. Oh, you want to know about sweets in the wizarding world? Of course, if you are from a Muggle-born family like I am, you are probably more accustomed to Mars bars and peanut snacks and all of that. But in the wizarding world, even the sweets are magical. For example, there's going to be Bertie Bott's every flavour beans. There's going to be chocolate frogs that have frogs that actually move around. You shouldn't let them escape from you. That means bad luck. There's also Drubel's Best Blowing Gum, pumpkin pasties, cauldron cakes, licorice wands, and so much more. Now, you have to be really careful with Bertie Bott's flavour beans because they mean every flavour. You can get a very tasty one that has strawberry, that has watermelon, but there can also be something weird like pepper, like licorice. So be very careful with Bertie Bott's every flavour beans. Now, you also want to learn about the houses, don't you? There are 4 houses: Gryffindor, Hufflepuff, Ravenclaw, and Slytherin. These 4 houses come from the 4 founders at Hogwarts. So, each house has its own noble history. Each house has its qualities that they seek for. They say Gryffindor is bravery. They say Ravenclaw is wit. They say Hufflepuff is loyalty. And they say Slytherin is ambition. Are you ready? Now let's put the sorting hat on.
Difficult. Very difficult. Plenty of courage, I see. Not a bad mind either. There's talent. Oh goodness, yes. And a nice thirst to prove yourself. So where shall I put you?
Not Hufflepuff. Not Hufflepuff.
Not Hufflepuff, eh? Are you sure? You could be great, you know. It's all here in your head, and Hufflepuff will help you on the way to greatness. No doubt about that, no? Well, if you're sure, better be Hufflepuff.
Yay! Welcome to Hogwarts. And really, I'm a Muggle-born too. So if any of you are Muggle-borns, it doesn't matter. Hogwarts will be your family. Hey guys, please do not forget to subscribe below and also to hit likes. Thank you. 구독, 좋아요 눌러주세요.